I'd like First Leader to ask that we might have the Minister for Justice in the House in the very early future for a debate on deportations. I'm particularly concerned about reports about threats to deport a 9-year-old boy in Bray who was born here in Ireland, who spent his entire life here in Ireland, who's a member of 4th class in St Cronan's School in Bray and who's facing imminent deportation to China. And I know that already over 30,000 people have signed a petition to argue against his deportation. There's also a group of hundreds of Chinese parents here in Ireland who have asked the Minister not to deport this young boy on the basis that it would be wrong and that the Chinese education system is so different to the Irish one, and indeed it would be so difficult for a boy, having been born in Ireland and lived all his life here, to be moved there. I think it's particularly noteworthy that just last week, it seems, the Minister intervened in a case in his own constituency in Offaly to ensure another young boy wasn't deported to Nigeria. And I think it's a sad day when we see that campaigns against deportation seem to rely on the likelihood of having a minister in the constituency. Having said that, I think the local minister in Wicklow, I understand, is also appealing to the Minister for Justice against the deportation of young Eric Zwe in Bray. I would say this also, that the latest deportation should remind us of the referendum campaign which was run by Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, supported by Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil in 2004, which removed the right to birthright citizenship from our laws. I have to say I was very proud of the Labour Party, my own party, because we took a strong stance against that referendum. It was passed, however, and it's because it was passed that young boys and young children like Eric, like the young boy from Offaly, are being threatened with deportation despite the fact that they have lived all their lives here in Ireland, have a huge network of friends and of community here in Ireland, and that they know no other place as their home, and indeed have no other citizenship. So I would really appeal to you, Leader, to have the Minister for Justice into this House. I won't call a vote on this on the order of business today, but I do feel very strongly that we need to see a debate on deportation, and in particular we need to address this apparent postcode lottery where certain children are at particular risk of deportation. And I would urge the Minister for Justice, I would appeal to him indeed, not to deport this young boy and his family from Ireland.